Hello to all of you. One of the greatest challenges for all young people all over the world, and one of the most divisive phenomena in the world today, is disinformation. Unlike misinformation, which is the spreading of false information without the intent to deceive, disinformation is the deliberate spreading of false information exactly for the purpose of deceiving and manipulating other people. Our country, the Philippines, which is known as the social media capital of the world, is a prime example of how this information can be so divisive. In our country, every day, paid trolls go online. Paid trolls engage in bashing, red tagging, discriminating, and doing so many things that are destructive and divisive in our society. In fact, disinformation in the Philippines is so dangerous that it could even affect fair and free elections. It is so dangerous that it could even destroy our democracy. So, how then can we fight disinformation? Well, I think we should look at how other countries have done it and see what we can get from their experiences. Finland is one of the countries that has been quite successful in fighting disinformation. In 2015, the Finnish president challenged all of his citizens and said, let's do something together to fight disinformation. And they did. How did they do it? Well, first, they tweaked their educational system to emphasize critical thinking. They included as well voter literacy in their curriculum. Second, they got experts from other countries to come to Finland and to help them understand what is disinformation, how can we best combat it. Third, schools, civil society, non-governmental organizations got involved. Schools, for example, began to partner with fact-checking organizations so that their students could learn how to spot fake news and disinformation and how to get others to understand that they shouldn't share before they check whether what they're seeing is real or not. The European Union is another organization of states that is doing a lot on disinformation. In 2018, they got together online platforms, they got members of the academe, they got tech experts, people from the advertising industry, from all different walks of life, to come together to create a code of practice on disinformation. And what is this code of practice? It is a self-regulatory mechanism where online social media platforms commit to follow certain guidelines, to follow certain steps to ensure that they don't spread disinformation. In 2022, just this year, they strengthened that code of practice on disinformation to make it even better. And they created a better and stronger monitoring system. So we can learn so much from how other countries have been fighting disinformation. In our country, what can we do? Well, number one, we should call on those in our government to do something and to put the resources of government on fighting disinformation. And we should call out those in government who spread disinformation themselves. Second, we should do everything we can, even if we don't get to tweak the entire educational system, to emphasize critical thinking among our students, to promote voter literacy, and to learn how to fact check. Just like in Finland, perhaps our schools, perhaps your school, could partner with fact checking organizations so that you can learn how to spot fake news and other distortions. And just like in Finland, we can also create our own innovative solutions. And this is a challenge to all the youth who are here and who are watching to make use of your creative energy so that we can come up with new and different ways to fight disinformation. Because it's very sad to say that if we don't do anything about the problem of disinformation, we will be deluged by fake news to the point where we will not ever know whenever we open our internet whether what we are seeing is true or not. Especially in our country, where our history, there are so many attempts to rewrite our history. And that's why I hope that all of you can join me in this fight against disinformation. But and I will end with this, it's not enough for us to fight disinformation or to be anti-disinformation. I think for us to succeed, we have to build a unifying theme. Because after all, that is what disinformation is all about. It's all about dividing us. When if we really want to build a true, a just, and humane nation, what we need is to come together in solidarity. Thank you so much this afternoon.